I'm Malcolm Roberts, and I'm with David Moon at Moon Rocks horticultural outfit in St George.
So I'm a 5th generation farmer, and my brother and I now own Moon Rocks Australia. So yeah, so it's well and truly a family company. So originally my parents moved us to the St George area in 1979. We came to grow cotton, but because of water shortages we moved into horticultural crops, which is where we were from in the Lockyer Valley. We now grow onions and garlic and broccoli. We supply major chains, supermarket chains in Australia 12 months of the year with onions and garlic. And because
cotton originally, and you converted to horticulture?
Yeah, originally we grew cotton here, and this has been converted to horticulture. We're finding that we get a much better water efficiency watering through the winter and growing crops that use less water, higher value crops. We're growing onions, garlic, broccoli and some cotton, but our core business is onions to major chain stores.
And you export your produce, and you overseas, China?
We supply supermarkets throughout Australia all year round, and we also export. So at the moment we're exporting broccoli to Japan, and we also export to Hong Kong, Singapore and Malaysia from time to time.
And one of the things I've noticed is that you're not simply planting seeds and watching it grow and picking it up and putting it on a truck. You're processing it, you're doing a lot of marketing. It's pretty intensive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very intensive. We actually have 45 full-time permanent staff, 48 sorry, and we ramp up to around about 150 people at harvest time, around Christmas time. So we're a grower, a packer, a shipper, and yeah, we do all of those things in-house.
And you actually bring together a lot of different farms. Sometimes you market with them, you market for them, you trade, you buy and sell basically.
Yeah, we buy and sell. We're on the market, so as well as growing, we're buying and selling. And we collaborate with other farmers so that we, in the case of the export, we're not big enough to export off our own bat, so we've collaborated with other farmers to make a bigger pie, so that we can make sustainable export, and people want to deal with us because we're big enough. Okay. We started in small crops simply because we needed more water efficiency, and to get more bang for our buck as far as water goes. In the early 2000s, Murray Darling Basin Authority basically we had to give them 10% of our water to
Gave it.
Since that time there's been water buybacks happening, so it really has taken from our community, and I think that the take-home message for our community would be that we're on a knife edge now. We can't afford to lose any more water. Water is so important to our community because agriculture is our only industry in this community, and if we were to lose a little bit more water, for example, then maybe we lose a few teachers out of our school, we might lose our baker, we might lose one of our supermarkets, and then pretty much the whole thing starts tumbling down. We've got dominoes effect. You
came in here and raised the agricultural productivity and you used less water doing it. But now that you've got more people employed in the area because of horticulture, uses more than any other produce. What happens now is if you lose the water, you lose the jobs on the farm, you lose the jobs in your processing plant. That leaves then to less services in town, so you lose teachers. It just becomes snowballing.
Yeah, it's a snowballing effect, and you know, water is the lifeblood of this area, and water basically holds together the whole fabric of our community.
That's a really good way of putting it. Scientific business, it needs a lot of commercial acumen and a lot of love for the land, and above all, needs water.
you know, water is the lifeblood of this area, and water basically holds together the whole fabric of our community.